Tell us you're a Nigerian without saying a word. Energy security is one of the most pressing issues for many developing countries like Nigeria. And if there's going to be any meaningful progress, addressing our energy issues is non-negotiable.
I need to see light from my house. Make them do something.
Band A is expensive. I literally have to turn off all my appliances just to reduce costs.
We need light.
Introducing the Energy Outlook, your go-to show for everything energy. Every week, we'll bring you the latest insights, innovation, and in-depth analysis of Nigeria's energy sector. From policy discussions to regulatory insights, we will analyze the key decisions influencing growth and sustainability in the energy sector. We'll bring you the human stories behind the headlines, giving you a personal perspective on the broader energy challenges. Join me every Friday at 6 p.m. for the Energy Outlook, your guide to the future of energy, where energy means business.
Good morning, Nigeria. You are tuned in to Waste Breakfast, hashtag What Are You Saying? Your number one talk table for hot topics, bold perspectives, and unfiltered banter. It's the 1st of August and a weekend, plus today's topic is hot. It's a conversation that you should stick around for. So join this conversation and other amazing discussions that we have here. You can tune in every Monday morning to Friday as we explore pressing discussions, public perspective, and of course, inspiring stories right here on Waste Breakfast. I am your one and only Okikiola Taiwo Jalopo, and I welcome you to the show this morning. And of course, I'm grateful and especially glad to be here alongside my queens, Oluchi Precious Omenka, Triumph Akimboye, and God's Beauty Israel. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Yeah, singing class. How you doing?
Practice. We're doing very well.
So how do you feel? Today is the 1st of August.
I feel so good. I feel so happy. Something good happened to me before coming, but I don't think I should share it. But something very good happened to me this morning.
Does it have to do with some 00s at
Not 00s.
at the back of your...
I said the 00s. Yeah, it had to do with 00s. The zeros that I told you about this morning.
You know, don't they get secrets? You just start.
No, I said it. No. You're just the one that don't know about it. I said it in the
We'll tell you
presentation.
later. We'll tell you later.
okay,
yeah.
At the
I
after
remember.
show. The gist. All right. Oluchi, what about you? Yesterday was your birthday.
Oh my God.
Silver Jubilee.
That's it.
So how do you feel after the birthday rush and
Well,
everything?
I feel a bit tired because I would say I was a little bit overstimulated yesterday. I mean, there's a lot of things to do. But I'm glad that things turned out the way they did, and I'm excited about this new age. I'm still taking gifts, y'all. I'm still taking gifts. This new age comes with spending bigger money. Let's move from the hundreds of thousands to the millions. So yeah, reach out to me.
I like that.
Okay, God's Beauty, tell me, what's new with you?
Nothing special. It's just grateful for life, grateful for opportunities that come, you know. Literally just excited about giving like a new month, a new start for better things, greater things. So nothing extra, it's just the normals.
This morning, I think yesterday I was excited, of course, maybe as overstimulated as Oluchi because I also had quite a number of things to do. But this morning, there was something that sort of struck me and I didn't know how to feel about it.
Okay.
You know when they mentioned to you that you're going to be transitioning into other things and then you have built bonds and everything over time and then you now realize that maybe it's not going to be the same way as it was before. And I remember producer just telling me, you all can be on the show today because today's going to be your last day on Waste Breakfast. And I was like, you don't have the right to give me such news. And it's not like we're leaving. It's just that we are going to be going into other things. I already anchor Politics Uncensored. God's Beauty is there for Gossip Gala. And then Oluchi is now going to be taking the powerhouse of Waste Breakfast. So, yes, we are all still together, but this is now us spreading into greater horizons. And it's a good thing when growth is uncomfortable.
Yes.
You know that it's growth,
It's
but
growth,
it's
yeah.
also sad that the connection that were built over 1 year, going into 2 years now, is just going to be tied into something better for our future. But yes, that's how I felt waking up this morning, and that's why I was like, to even do this conversation safe, maybe I should tell them that I'm not available so that we can push and push and push. But thank God for the new month. Thank God for what we have on this table. And yes, that's my...
Should I hand you something?
No. You stranger. Anyways, yes. We all said what we had, how we felt this morning, and that's the natural way to feel. Today's date is the 1st of August, and guess what? It's also National Girlfriend's Day. Maybe we will take it to what we girls are doing on the table, or then we also take it to what men are gonna be doing today. But it's trending everywhere again, National Girlfriend's Day. So from flower deliveries to spa dates and those endless Instagram posts with captions like "my peace in human form."
Oh, Jesus.
The pressure is real.
Oh.
Well, let's pause and start to ask, is National Girlfriend's Day becoming more about wallets than actual love? Is it a celebration of companionship or just another commercially packaged holiday that pushes people to spend for social clout? Let's talk about it. How has this formed relationship, the commercialization of relationships? Are we killing the real vibe, or are we just being killjoys? As you know, we always want to hear from you. So share your thoughts on our social media handles, from Instagram to TikTok to YouTube to X and Facebook. Just share with us. We want to hear from you. We'll go on a quick break right now and, of course, return with our headlines for today. So do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Sure, great to have you back from that break. Now, let us take a look at the news from the pages of today's newspaper. We would be highlighting the top stories from The Punch, The Guardian, The Daily Trust, and, of course, the international paper. Shall I go to God's Beauty to take us abroad this morning?
All right, straight into the South China Morning Post. At the top left corner, we have the Stock Gains Lift Exchange Fund. And at the top center, we have Space Oil renamed to deter abusers. Then at the top right corner, we have legal gaps in deepfake porn. Then dominating the headline, we have Hong Kong tightens eligibility rules on university tuition fees. Then at the technology article, that's the right section, we have cyber regulator questions NVIDIA's over chip security. Then at the bottom of the newspaper, that's on the article of economy, we have the exports credited for 10% for 10th straight quarter of growth. So I'll be taking on two headlines, I'm guessing. So the first one is, the headline at the bottom of the front page, which is exports credited for 10th straight quarter of growth. So in details, we have Hong Kong's economy recorded its 10th consecutive quarter of growth with a 2.9% GDP increase in 2025, largely driven by strong exports performance. Now, according to the Census and Statistics Department, external trade, particularly in merchandise and re-export, played a central role in sustaining this growth, supported by steady consumer demand. Now, despite global challenges such as inflation, interest rates, fluctuations and geopolitical tension, Hong Kong's export sector remained resilient, now helping to anchor its economic recovery. However, analysts caution that future growth may face headwinds if demand from major trade partners weakens or global uncertainty intensifies. So I think that's something that we already know. I mean, given, the kind of things that China produced, that they are actually very, big on export, right? And I'm not surprised that, their GDP keeps increasing by the quarter. I mean, this is like the second time we're having this in 2025 already. So their GDP has increased to 2.9%. I think it's really good news. But again, why exactly are they even in this part that they are? Is because of, their export sector. The fact that they look at what other countries need, they produce it in the country, and they, sell it to, other countries. And I don't know when we would actually get there here in Nigeria, right? Because we're still, dealing with our own electricity, crude, gas, and all of that. And I mean, thanks to the likes of Dangote that is really big on ensuring that even here in Nigeria, economy is a bit stable, so that we can also start seeing what we can do in having to, export certain things, right? So that's on that. The next one is on the educational sector, in China. We have here HK, that's Hong Kong tightens eligibility rules on university tuition fees. Now, this headline means that the Hong Kong government has made it harder for some students to qualify for subsidized tuition fees at local universities. Now, under the new rule, children of non-local professionals or talent must now live in Hong Kong for at least 2 years before they can pay the reduced fee. Now, this change is meant to make the system fairer for local families, but it may also make studying in Hong Kong more expensive for newcomers or non-permanent residents. So I think that this is something that even in the United States or even UK, they're actually adopting. So I don't think it's a bad idea at all, ensuring that, the price is a bit reduced for, people that, residents and, China citizens in that sense. But then people that are coming in newly, non-professionals or non-talent, the price is still the same for them. I think it's just for them to be able to balance it, that their own citizens are able to explore all of these things that they have in the country before other cities of other countries. So it's nothing new, but then I just hope they're able to create a balance so that even people that come into the country don't feel strained in that sense in having to pay fees and all. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today on the South China Morning Post.
I don't know if I feel pity for people who decide to necessarily study abroad because our naira to their own currency is always part of the criteria that they use to place fees. So if you're coming as an international student, naturally it's your currency that's going to affect how you see how much you want to pay, right? So if they're doing reduced fee for their locals, it makes a lot of sense, and I think that that's the same that should be applied to Nigeria. If you look at some universities, they'll talk about indigents having preferential treatment over people from other states in Nigeria. Well, I personally have said that maybe we should really scrap that, and we start having, like, everyone should be able to access going to whatever school that they choose to. It has become a thing where there's this sense of having to satisfy your locals, either people from your state, people from your country, so that they don't say that, oh, we are being cheated, we are being this, we are being that. So either way, whatever they do to make it work for them, let it happen. Amen. Dangote said Nigeria first. So if Hong Kong says Hong Kong first, who are we to complain? Yeah, exactly.
The Punch newspaper has some disturbing stories. The first one, that's the major headline, reads, marketers warn against disruption as Dangote plans direct fuel supply. Nogaza, Petron tackled Dangote and petrol surges to 870 naira per litre at private depots amid feud. Nigeria needs new constitution and not amendments. This is from Eze Kwesili. Recovery ongoing in 1.3 trillion naira. CBEX Pongzi collapse. That's from EFCC. Ondo ADC vows to challenge Aiyedatiwa's appeal court victory. How suspected ritualist dismembered my 16-year-old son. And this is from a driver in Ogun State. Oyo budget hits 984 billion naira after 299.8 billion naira supplementary bill. Above that, we see Nigeria-Ghana holds talk over anti-Nigerian protest. FEC, federal government approves 3.5 trillion naira for roads airports and others. Government's FX windfall crashes 73% to 589 billion naira in first half. 2027 defections stir tensions as APC ADC lock horns. I was going to talk about another story, but I somehow missed this particular headline when I was reading it, and this is recurring. You know, it's recurring because it's not just like a problem with the government and the insecurity problems that we have, but there's a lot of fetish stuff happening in our times. And I know that I've always heard of fetish stuff growing up. You know, they'll tell you one chance, they'll tell you this. I think my boss sent us something on our group chat about how to recognize one chance people and everything. And I think at this point, I'm going to go religious now and say that people really need to hold on to their God, whatever religion you practice, because a lot of evil are happening. Looking at a driver, a father, narrating what happened to his 16-year-old son, dismembered, that is all part of his body, like dismembered, like you're talking about a car. And that's like, what's really going on? There are different ways people die, and sometimes it becomes a more gory explanation when you begin to go into the details of it. And there's a lot of fetish that is happening in our society. And I know this is not, firstly, governmental as per insecurity and all of that, but it's for us to just be careful, be prayerful, be vigilant, you know, be everything you can put together, because your life really matters. And I really sympathize with this driver in Ogun State. It must have been very disturbing to analyze such story. I mean, it doesn't even make sense to me. There's a lot of fetish happening. And as much as sometimes we want to be careful, we know that some people don't escape these things. It happens a whole lot. The Punch majorly has been highlighting stories like this week, but somehow I've just been skipping because I'm like, oh, evil will always prevail when human beings are staying together. But as much as possible, this is just my own weekend call to everyone. Be religious, please. Hold on to your God, and let's hope that we don't hear more of the stories. It's quite disturbing, and that's where I'm going to wrap up.
I don't know if I want to comment on
it.
It's too sensitive to say anything about it, but I mean, condolences to the family. It's not something anyone can get over any time. And funnily, there was something that also aligned with the Guardian newspaper talking about bandits also dismembering 2 people in Kogi, and it's quite sad to read some of the stories there. But let me just go over it like I should. Well, the headline on the Guardian newspaper is saying 2026 World Cup uncertainty for FIFA as soccer fans over Trump's America's First policies. I think every country is trying to do this one first, that one first, this one first. But there are effects of some of these decisions and policies. But let's see how that plays out. We also see Tinubu rallies governors to drive reform gains despite hardship, discontent in states, more defections, leadership crisis unsettle PDP, ADC ahead of 2027 polls, concerns at bank charges customers for accumulated USSD debts, 74% of children in detention homes awaiting trial, report declares. And above that, we have call of strike for negotiation, presidency rep tells health workers, furore over Rivers LG polls as group threatens legal action. And the last story here that I'll read is saying Dangote Cement advocates for budget-friendly mass housing for Nigerians. I think the story that really caught my attention definitely is going to be in alignment to what Oluchi already took on the Punch newspaper, as the same tension as bandits dismembered 2 teenagers in Kogi. And it's very similar because we're looking at a 16-year-old who is a teenager, and we're now looking at 2 other teenagers. Crazy story. And then this other story about the 74% of children in detention homes awaiting trial. I remember that in December we had an outreach where we went to the Kirikiri prison to sort of speak to them, talk to them about what's life after trials, what's life after this. And on the board we saw that there are about 2,000 people convicted, almost 2,000 awaiting trial, 1 freed. And I was like, we went to the minor offenses. So what's causing that trial from pending? And this is why I agree with one guest sometime that was talking about how our judiciary system has to be restructured, where what they need to focus on should be what they need to focus on. If the Supreme Court needs to focus on elections, let that be their job, not that they are here, there, and everywhere. So that sometimes these minor offenses, let's give the chance to not totally condemn people who have maybe pickpockets out of poverty or some sort, and then let's have to look at how we can reintroduce them into a society that works, because 74% of children is a lot of numbers. It's not 10%, it's not 5%, even 1% self is still something. But now we're having over 50% of children still in detention homes. So I'm just hoping that for some reasons our judiciary systems has to work in a way that we can start to address these things as quick as possible. But that's all I can say on the Guardian newspaper. I don't know if anyone has a comment. Everybody's face is looking so gloomy already.
And in fact, what I want to talk about right now, on Daily Trust is also something very sad. So I think let's just take it so we can just end today, today's headlines.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Let's take a look at the trending headlines on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper. And the first one is 34 million Nigerians at risk as hunger, at risk of hunger as UN food aid ends. And above that, we see that Canada to join UK, France to recognize Palestinian state in September. Strike and on strike, government nurses to meet today. And in respect to end bad governance, hashtag end bad governance protest, 1 year after, nothing has changed. This is coming from the conveners. So let me first talk about the strike, which is the strike and the nurses. This is something that we have been talking about. So this is just a follow-up story on it, that the government is meeting with the nurses today. So we are hoping that the result, they are going to be able to meet their demand between today and before the warning strike ends. So I'm hoping that the meeting between them ends well.
About that nursing stuff. So I was going to talk about it on the Punch. I'll be very quick. There was this record that said that medical accidents kill 1 in every 24 patients in Nigeria. And some of the errors include medication errors, patient misidentification, blood transfusion errors, diagnostic errors, and everything. So I'm like, if we're having a prevalence of what I call unprofessionalism from some of these doctors themselves, when this negotiation happens and let's say their needs are met, are we going to see a change in that sector as well? We've had stories here many times how some negligence from doctors and some of these healthcare workers have caused many people to lose their life. And the numbers are now making sense. It kills 1 in every 24 patients in Nigeria. So if you have, let's say, 2,000 patients, imagine how many gets to die because some errors happen somewhere. So let's imagine they didn't have the infrastructure, facilities and everything. If this negotiation happens, which I hope becomes favorable for them, let's see a correction to this, because human life is not something to play with due to errors.
And say due to your salary,
exactly,
you can kill a human. It doesn't make it any difference.
It doesn't even make any sense.
It doesn't make any difference if you are still doing that. Well, basically, let's light up our gloomy faces and start to Nigeria first. Yes, Nigeria first. That's all we have on today's newspaper. Of course, we'll go on a break right now and return with our hot topic for today, National Girlfriend Day. So do not go anywhere. We'll be right back shortly. Welcome back to the show. Today's conversation is about the commercialization of relationships, and we are asking, is National Girlfriend's Day overrated? So let me ask my girls. Hi, ladies. Again. Oluchi, is National Girlfriend's Day? I would start with you. Is National Girlfriend's Day overrated, or it's worthy of celebration?
If I answer now, they go say this girl a killjoy because nobody is giving. Well, is it overrated? I don't think so. I mean, we celebrate everything: World Hunger Day, World Boxing Day, World Smile Day. I think there are different things we celebrate. You know, Best Friend Day, and it's beautiful because it gives recognition to the different demographics that we have. It gives recognition to things that people are excited about. And for somebody who just celebrated her birthday. And when I was ending yesterday, I was like, should this birthday can continue with all the love? And I remember one cartoon I watched one time where somebody wished that their birthday never ends. I don't know if you have watched that cartoon. So they asked him, what do you wish? He was like, oh, I wish my birthday never ends. Every day should be my birthday because there was so much love. Example. You, for example, because there was so much love and attention that came with being celebrated. So I think in a world where there's a whole lot happening, if something just spikes up some excitement and causes us to celebrate, I don't think it's a problem. I think it's okay. I only have a problem when some things...
When on a day like this, it feels like your table will be empty.
Exactly, when some things go overboard and you start... Instead of like being in the moment of that celebration, you start doubting yourself or thinking. Because this context of World Girlfriend Day, I saw yesterday some of these vendors, online vendors, were already saying, if your boyfriend no buy this one for you, do you have a boyfriend?
A combo package.
Exactly. Say what? In fact, they've been announcing this World Girlfriend Day from middle of July. I'm like, wow. So there's even a thing like this. I'm like, you go buy for me.
And all of that, but that we not get anything on the national girl.
Yeah, so looking at all the stretching of it now takes away the essence of the whole excitement. But generally speaking, from a very general point, I believe that celebrations like this should, of course, we should have it. Let's celebrate everything: World Phone Day, World Speaking Day, World Everything Day.
Okay, I think I would want to know more about what you think about this whole National Girlfriend Day. I personally think that it's fun. I like to celebrate everything. If there's World Shoot Day, I will gladly celebrate it because for some reasons, it sort of gives meaning to your day. I don't know if it's a psychology thing where maybe you woke up sad, you didn't wake up, so I like something is happening today. Maybe tag onto that idea that okay, something is happening today. It might mean a lot of things for a lot of people, like either unhappiness when you know that your friends in maybe your roommate, especially if you're in a hostel, is telling you that my boyfriend's going to send me this lovely package, surprise, surprise, and then you're just wondering why me?
Am I a potato?
Am I a beans? And so it's funny to see that there's now like a price tag to when some of these holidays or unspoken holidays start to happen where you are expecting that, okay, when do I receive something? Is it going to be a love message? Is it going to be a full package? Is it going to be epistle? Is it going to be my joy in human form? The way they will say a queen was born? Is it going to be...
I like how they've changed that a queen was born for, but they say, please don't tell me any queen was born. Do the needful.
So, like, it's something that I would like to maybe ask God's Beauty directly. Do you think that there is now an unspoken price tag to being someone's partner of this National Girlfriend's Day? Is this something that we now see that must be added, like a price tag added to it? Or maybe are we overthinking the whole idea of National Girlfriend's Day?
I feel like there is a subtle price tag, whatever that's been added now. It's more like a transactional whatever, right? I mean, just like, this is not to shade Oluchi or whoever, but it's just like Oluchi was saying earlier, that who is going to give me a gift? Exactly. So there's that part of, since you are celebrating this thing, so there's supposed to be, wrapped gift or flowers and all of that. But then you forget that there are other very small things that, that you can actually do for someone without it having to be, monetary, or without it having to be some big, spendings and all. So going back to what she said, the fact that you see, what's the name now? some of these vendors, selling certain things like, oh, buy this one, get one free. Buy this, this one they affordable now. But if you don't buy them before girlfriend day, if you buy a girlfriend day, the price go increase. Those kind of things is because we already had that notion that, oh, on girlfriend day, you have to go over and above. You have to spend this, you have to buy this. I don't think that's what it is. Do you understand? For every celebration at all, I feel like, you should be able to give. Now, coming back to what 5 love languages, is about, understanding what your partner needs, giving them, gifting them based on what you think they want, or what you think that if you give them, they would, to make them feel loved, or their love tank will be filled. Do you understand? So don't do things because, everybody's doing it, or you're buying,
sorry to interject you. So if my love language is all the 5, what's gonna happen?
So to be honest, I hear this a lot. I'm very sure even the person that wrote the book has heard it a lot. So in as much as I get your point of everybody feeling like, oh, the 5 love languages work for them, there's definitely top 2. Let me not say 1, but you see 2. There are 2 that'll be your priorities.
Cash of
Do I like gifts? Imagine cash of affirmation. Receiving of money. Oh my God! But you get the point. So there's definitely going to be top 2. I like to use as illustration. Do I like gifts? Yes. If I buy a gift for me, will I appreciate it? Yes. But I would like your presence more compared to that gift that you want to actually give me. Honestly speaking, I say this so many times.
That's a love language, people of God. But you see me. Send me the letter inside the gift, or you come with the gift with your presents. Do you understand? You and the presents can come. But yes, this is. Let's go on a quick break right now, and of course return, hearing what Triumph has to say about National Girlfriend's Day. We'll be right back shortly.
Nigeria, by extension Africa, battles a growing youthful population, and with little or no meaningful engagement, leaves a ticking time bomb on our hands. We are a blessed continent with great wealth, both in people and material. Our focus on ways remains driving conversations that affects us all. Topics in the news, social concerns, politics, leadership, governance, empowerment, resource management, conflict management, finance, SME sustainability, technological innovation, food security, health, education, brain drain, our well-being, citizenship, and much more. Our goal is to continuously drive these conversations, keep them burning at the table to effect a positive change both for our nation and continent. Ways, what are you saying, has a secret ingredient that completes the conversation every single episode, and that ingredient is you. Our past conversations shaped our yesterday. To shape our tomorrow, we must keep talking. So, I want to hear you. Be a part of our live conversations Mondays through Fridays. And let's all have our say.
Tell us you're a Nigerian without saying a word. Energy security is one of the most pressing issues for many developing countries like Nigeria. And if there's going to be any meaningful progress, addressing our energy issues is non-negotiable.
I need to see light for my house. Make them do something.
Band A is expensive. I literally have to turn off all my appliances just to reduce costs.
We need light.
Introducing the Energy Outlook, your go-to show for everything energy. Every week, we'll bring you the latest insights, innovation, and in-depth analysis of Nigeria's energy sector. From policy discussions to regulatory insights, we'll analyze the key decisions influencing growth and sustainability in the energy sector. We'll bring you the human stories behind the headlines, giving you a personal perspective on the broader energy challenges. Join me every Friday at 6 p.m. for the Energy Outlook, your guide to the future of energy, where energy means business.
Yes, welcome back to the show. Well, we are still talking about National Girlfriend's Day, and Oluchi and God's Beauty have said their own piece. So now I'm going to ask Triumph, so what do you think about National Girlfriend's Day? Do you think that we should scrap all this kind of holidays, especially when somebody like Oluchi isn't going to be getting anything? Or just, excuse me, excuse me, you said it yourself?
No, because I'm trying to be humble. I'm trying not to pressure you on this table because I know you might not get any.
Do you think that we should scrap these kind of holidays just because of people who are humble enough not to receive any gifts? Or just find healthier ways that's not draining to celebrate them without making people feel broke or excluded?
Okay, so I think there are quite a number of ways. There are quite a number of other days that make, we still have other days that people feel, pressured about it. So let's not scrap it. However, let's look for more healthier ways to be able to accept people that don't really have. That is why I would like to, say that the National Girlfriend's Day is actually a day to celebrate women.
I agree.
It's a day to celebrate your friend, your female friend, your wife, your sister, your mother. Every lady, every woman beside you deserves to be celebrated. If we have this kind of mindset, I think some people will not have to start feeling in a kind of way because they are not being celebrated. It is because people have come to adjust it to the people that are in a relationship, people that are in, the relationship between a man and a woman. That is why it feels like that. And it is even supposed to be a thing that is supposed to be between my gender, not we expecting to receive the gift from someone else or from another man. So I think if we have that kind of mindset, then there is no point to, scrap the National Girlfriend's Day. There is no point for somebody like me, somebody like Oluchi, who is trying to be humble. There is no point. Let's just make ourselves happy, because even the National Girlfriend's Day in itself, that is what it means.
You have sort of opened it up further into friendships, relationships, and for some reasons, because would I say it's a cultural thing when we expect that when it comes to anything that has to do with women, we always demand that the man that must celebrate it, even when sometimes it's more like infusing to, if your partner chooses to celebrate you, it's all well and good. Your friend chooses to celebrate you, it's all well and good. But if you even go back to the current National Girlfriend's Day online, maybe about 5 years ago, it was talking about celebration between your females. Now they're saying celebration between your partner, because over time, even the internet have seen what they have done with that particular day. And then we have started to carve another mindset to how do people see. The internet is supposed to give you a perception of how other people from the data it has collected see something. So now it's now talking about, okay, how your partner should celebrate your National Girlfriend's Day to show their love, to show their this. Why it might mean many things, as the internet will also suggest. There is now a subtle price tag at the back end that it must be something that somebody is seeing, so that the person will be like, oh, you're so lucky.
Anybody in a relationship right now and they don't celebrate this National Girlfriend's Day, I'm sure there will be a lot of crisis today. By the end of today, if you don't do anything, there's going to be
I'm sure your partner will be like, we need to talk about this relationship.
We need to talk about it. We need to check the laws again.
I'm not feeling it.
You feel like your heart is not with me again.
Yes, exactly.
Meanwhile, you're just the one putting yourself under
Except
pressure.
like God's that I've already mentioned that our own love language is
So if you guys know Dinka,
Zoom call. Join online.
You should show it. Zoom call. You should call. I should understand exactly your point of view on this.
I'll go and download Zoom to call you because you're looking for presents.
I don't understand.
Anyways, let's quickly talk about how men often don't get the same energy or celebration on National Boyfriend's Day. How many people know what day is National Boyfriend's Day?
October 3rd.
Okay, yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
sure.
I checked it.
But
October 3rd.
these things that have to do with men sometimes, so they don't used to pick strategic days. Like the new month now, National Girlfriend's Day, October 3rd, people are already thinking about their life.
Something else.
December
Even the salary is over.
It's over. My dear, So, why do you think that there's that imbalance when it comes to? First, I will associate it to there's no strategic dating, but what other things do you think?
Let me say something. Let me help you add something. That is not just the National Boyfriend's Day. When it comes to Father's Day, for example, when we are celebrating Mother's Day, we have like tens, thousands of Mother's Days that we are celebrating. It feels like it is every day that we are celebrating Mother's Day. But when it comes to Father's Day, just once, and that one, everywhere we just be quiet. So I don't really know.
But the point is, now who make noise, go celebrate.
Anyway.
That's how it is. I mean, yeah, that's why it's even for birthdays.
For the sake of this noise thing, you're talking about who says it the most. That's where you're going to feel pressure to celebrate. But have you ever felt pressure to buy or post something on maybe any holiday or just to prove your love to someone? Have you ever felt like that?
Pressure.
Pressure to what? I
To
don't get
post or buy something. Have you ever felt like that?
For the opposite gender.
Yes. Or even if it's the same gender, have you ever felt that pressure just to prove your love to someone? Have you ever felt it?
I think I have felt that pressure to...
You just think about her life
Thinking about
and
the
you're
things that
like,
she has done for
God,
long.
man.
I just thought of something now. I felt that pressure, especially if somebody hands over. There was someone that gave me one very beautiful gift. I mean, very expensive gift. And then when the person's birthday was approached, I was like, wait till I go give. So that one is also pressure. So if somebody of the opposite gender that is probably quite wealthy has given you such gift, there's that natural tendency to want to reciprocate. So yeah, pressure day. We're talking about the whole celebration. I was going to land on something, and I wish you had allowed me to land on it. It's a normal thing. People who make noise are the ones that always get the front seats. And I think maybe because of the psychological framework of men and women, it's especially in our society that you see women make more fuss about it. October 3rd, trust me, not many people are going to even talk about this boyfriend day. Do you understand? And also, I think there's an imbalance to gifting. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. There's so much imbalance to gifting. Even Valentine's Day. Who do you see always receive gifts on Valentine's Day? The women. I thought it was a season for love. And love is not one face, right? It's two people that love themselves. But I told you many times in school, my mom hostel, the Moremi hostel, we just stay at the balcony as they are coming. We didn't used to hear from the male hostel. We didn't hear anything like that. Who is giving them gift of flowers? So there's an imbalance to gifting, and I don't know how it evolved or why it happened like that. So that's why I think that men themselves don't even get that recognition that they want. So it's almost there's a default that I'm the one that gives. The woman just receives, and that's how it ought to be. But we can start changing some of these things. That's why some people said that women had this stereotype of always giving boxers and singles.
Hey.
No, they actually
oh my God.
Inside.
I'm watching.
Because of that imbalance, people don't even know how to gift men. Do you know that?
I agree.
Sometimes I have that problem. So I'm like, what will I go give this person? That person I told you I wanted to gift because he gave me. I was like, what can I give? This person is even high class. I can't definitely not give you underwear. That's going to be a very terrible insult. I can't give you journal. What do you want, right? What can I give? I can't give you jewelries because you're not the jewelry type. So they themselves, they're even difficult to gift. Maybe that's what caused the imbalance. So I'm wondering how, as a society, we can begin to change that.
I remember I wanted to give someone a very nice haircut, and the person was like,
haircut.
my
Take him to the salon.
That haircut where they're going to massage your hair, barb your hair, touch your feet, all those things.
Okay.
You love it, but the person said, I have a particular barber. There's this type. And I was like,
What I would do is I'll follow you to your barbing salon to go there and I'll pay for it.
No, I know they follow. I say I won't pay, make the person go. Now you like presents. Take it easy. I know they follow you, they go. I know they follow you, they go anywhere. But what I did instead was like, okay, if the barber works for you, maybe you should. But this barber doesn't come with all those other pampering. So I didn't want it to be like the regular, okay, and just barb your hair and that's about it. Just go home and you gotta wash your head at home. This is, I wanted to have like a process where when you get back home, you can now sleep and you're like, my hair is on point, my nails, my feet. Men don't see pedicure as something that they should do regularly. So I just felt like, okay, maybe a reintroduction to pampering is a different kind of gift other than boxer, singlet, and many other things. So
it's
the thing sort of gave me a drawback, like, I want to pay for you in the next salon so that they can touch. But you say, no, this particular barber. And I was like, oh, if it's that barber that makes you happy, all right and good, just, do it. And people say that it's very easy to to sort of satisfy men, because it's just like a one-way street. They can tell you what they want and then that's about it.
Exactly.
But I've met different people, from my father to my brothers, and I know that there's always one thing that is just slightly different from them. My dad is very loud when he loves you. He's gonna write you. If I text my dad now, write me National Girlfriend Day poem. He's gonna write it. He's not going to say no, I can't do it because you're not my girlfriend. You're nothing to me, but a daughter. He's gonna write it. But I could tell my brother that write me National Girlfriend Day, like you that you are the pain in my neck. I can't bear to. Can you just move on? And so it gives that there's always that thing that's different about. Each person, right? So I don't know about how we will start to gift men differently. Maybe they should tell us the kind of things that matter to them. Maybe
I like
that would be
that phrase you use, reintroducing pampering to them. I
Yeah,
think they
I
need
agree.
pampering. Because I
They
think
need
that
it.
also sometimes when they get exposed to this spa treatment, massage, they're like, so now waiting all these days. They enjoy
That's
this.
giving me a double vibes, but it's all right.
Yeah, I think we should introduce it.
yeah.
to
So
them.
pampering, we do now agree that maybe other than this is now giving like a suggestion to women who want
Yeah.
to gift
you're
their
thinking
partners.
something. You're thinking about something that you're not sure of. So you think about pampering. Let's
The
take
irony of it is that you will collect the money from him. Please give me something. And he will use it to pamper
pamper
him.
It's the thought that counts.
That's, do you understand?
It's
The
the
thought that
thought that
matters.
counts.
all that
Oh my
matters.
God.
Forget about how the money
You
came.
enjoy. I mean, you know, enjoy.
Do you understand?
You did. So just clear and do the transfer. I will make things, because you know that men don't naturally think. It's most times hustle spirit.
Yes.
So they don't think about the pamper part.
I
So
agree.
even when you use their money to take care of them, it's still
still
like
make a whole lot of
it still
sense
makes
to
a lot
them.
of
Some of them
sense.
might
It
even
does.
insist. When you're about to pay, they'll be like, why don't you use your card? Use mine. So I'm like, it's good. Let's leave it like
I
that.
like the way people are. It's a marvelous thing. And this
Wow.
National Girlfriend's Day, even if the person is not your girlfriend, your this, maybe not an expensive gift, maybe no gift at all. Maybe if you can tap into the love language thing, then maybe use that to connect to your crush, your
Presents.
sister, your brother.
Don't do that.
If you cannot present yourself,
I am a present myself.
you can snap a picture and send it. But I want us
Imagine.
to quickly do like a quick round of something fun. So a guy surprises his girlfriend with an iPhone on National Girlfriend's Day, just 2 months into the relationship. Is it romantic or ridiculous?
Romantic.
Triumph. Romantic or ridiculous?
Romantic.
Thank you
God's
for using the
beauty.
same harmony.
I think it's romantic.
No, romantic. That's what I'm saying.
Romantic. Wow.
So it's not a red flag.
What's no. red for him?
That's
2
the
months.
thing.
So
2 months.
They don't sharply buy your iPhone 16.
No, it's not
So
a red
it's
2
flag.
months is 62
months.
days now.
See the days when you count.
You see when you count
How
out.
many hours is that?
Wow.
Okay, another one. Booking a surprise vacation for your girlfriend without telling her she'll have to take time off work. Romantic or ridiculous?
Ridiculous.
Go back. Let me say it.
Okay, booking a surprise vacation for your girlfriend without telling her she has to take time
Off
off work. Is it romantic or ridiculous?
But she'll still take the time off to work.
Without telling
Without
her.
telling
Make
her.
HR sack him. Then you go pay my money.
Even if you pay
Ridiculous.
for vacation, we pay for that one.
Which vacation? Vacation day different type. If you be one resort,
And they talk about better vacation.
Mauritius.
Yes.
Better vacation now.
Bahamas.
You have to give me a retirement plan before I go for that vacation.
So it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous
What
now.
about you?
It's not ridiculous. I feel like if you thought about that, then you should have this plan in your head. You should
Some
know
people are
that.
that spontaneous and what's it called?
Actually,
Very
I agree.
responsible.
No, don't put the both of them in the
I
same box.
agree.
Irresponsible and spontaneous. Come on now.
I
Come
Okay,
on.
what about you guys with you? Romantic or
But you should still have
ridiculous?
some
I
days
feel
off.
like I'm in between actually. So I will not say ridiculous because again, it's the thought that matters. But I still feel like someone that has sense would have given me hints already that, oh, babe, I want to take you on this vacation. And I'm not sure you want to, take me on a vacation when it's not something relating to maybe it's my birthday, maybe it's something Valentine, something around that. So I feel like I would have I have an idea. But then just in case, it's still easy. And that's why it's important that you should make HR your friends in any organization that you're in. So
And it would
anything
have known the
can
nature
stop.
of
You
my
get
work,
HR, this is telling you that I am your friend because I want that vacation. I really want that vacation. But then I think that I'm also in between in that sense. But I would expect that my partner would have told me that, oh, what time of the year is your leave?
Exactly.
That's
That
what
kind
I'm
of
saying.
thing.
That he would
That
have
kind of
known the
thing.
nature
So
of your
I'm very
work.
sure you would
Yes.
have known that.
She's doing remote. I would expect that this person would have asked me, oh, what
To be
time is your
honest.
leave? And then it's just going to be like a smooth conversation that we usually have. And then you would plan that vacation into that leave. So if you plan the vacation, I promise I will make the best use of it.
Babe.
The vacation, you'll be proud that
Do
you
you
paid for this
understand?
vacation. I promise you. But then another one, a lady gives a man a plot of land on National Boyfriend's Day. Romantic or ridiculous?
Romantic.
Hey, Oluchi's very quiet.
That's it.
So romantic or ridiculous? Oluchi.
You know,
check
when,
this
when, she
girl.
actually, when she actually replied for that 2 months and an iPhone, right? When you know she was the first person to say romantic,
62
I wanted
days.
to ask her what's going. Bless you. Now a rich make girl give mad plot of land.
Can
You're
I tell you,
quiet.
plot of land is not even going to give you the returns as you want. So if you want to talk romantic, right? Let's do
Hey,
a luxurious apartment, fully furnished.
I
Then
don't
have
understand.
You're
some-
going to pay for it. Are you
I'm
ready?
going to do that, yes.
Okay.
I want to take the bar up a little to tell you
But
that
I
I'm
did
very
ask you
romantic.
now,
Nah.
for plot of land,
Plot, you know it's plot of
romantic
land.
or
but
ridiculous?
What if it's
regardless of the
it's
area,
like-
bro.
You, if you want buy them as gifts,
Like-
romantic or ridiculous? I just answer straight.
I don't tell you, say I want to
I
take
need
it
to
up
check
a
this
bit.
girl.
Moving on,
Oh my
spending
God.
300,000 on a girlfriend's day dinner just to post on Instagram. Is it romantic or
Ridiculous now.
Ridiculous.
But wait,
300,000
should I
naira.
go and post, on elsewhere? I don't understand the posting that is behind it.
The fact that you have to spend 300,000 naira, not because you actually want to enjoy yourself, is because you want
Okay,
to you want
just
to
so you
feed
can post on
people
Instagram.
It's
very
ridiculous.
ridiculous. I agree that
So
it's very
everybody have said
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Okay, because
And
you're running out of
Before we
time.
go further, I think we should say that people shouldn't do these things because there are a lot of people.
No,
And they're
I think
doing
I
it
would
though.
say that people should do what works for them.
To be honest,
I stop being
true.
judgmental.
True. I bet,
I
true.
stop being the special advisor to the VP on marriage
It's true
matters
because
or
it's not your
relationship
money.
matters.
So I mean,
Yeah, so let's just move on. Matching tattoos after 3 months of dating as a girlfriend's day forever gift.
ridiculous.
Because
You don't want to drop
when they
forever.
break your heart, the picture for your hand no go come
Do you
out.
understand? Emphasis on that.
Okay.
I still saw
Okay.
Deji like 2 days ago. Deji on
Oh
the
yes,
like,
I think
you
I saw that
it.
too.
Hey.
Deji like,
Like full. At least it's not
On the way
perfect.
that God gave me. Okay, as we're running out of time, giving your partner a handwritten love letter and a framed picture instead of expensive gifts, is it romantic or ridiculous?
Romantic.
It might not be
Romantic,
ridiculous
actually.
because my handwriting is terrible. So
Oh.
like, which waiting this
Listen
girl
to
like?
this. I would say romantic.
That doctor handwriting that you don't know what the person
Oh.
wrote. I think that it will depend on what the partner
Wants,
feels.
exactly.
If a handwritten letter is something that
Works.
Works
that
for
works
him
for
or
that
that, you
person,
know,
of course,
I
person
mean,
will find it romantic.
yes.
So I think that it could be anyone for any other person. So calling out your partner online for not doing anything special for girlfriend's day, is it
ridiculous.
romantic or ridiculous?
Very ridiculous.
If there's a better
out,
word
so.
for ridiculous,
I will call you out because
will
why
speak
your
on
mates
this.
go they do something, go tell say you know they do.
I
again.
don't understand.
Okay. All right, so we are ending the show right now. I hope you have learned a thing or two from this. Let's say that we would see you again next week on Ways Breakfast. Bye-bye.